What if I told you one of history's greatest kings was already dying while he ruled? A king who could not feel pain, yet made his enemies tremble. This is the story of Baldwin IV, the Leper King of Jerusalem. It started like any other childhood, a young prince, laughing, playing, wrestling with his friends. But then something strange happened. When others screamed in pain, Baldwin stayed silent. No reaction, no feeling. His tutor noticed it first, a quiet, terrifying truth. The diagnosis was a death sentence: leprosy, a disease with no cure, no mercy, no escape. And yet, this dying boy was about to become king. At just 13 years old, Baldwin was crowned King of Jerusalem. Too young, too weak, too broken, they said. But they were wrong, because while his body faded, his will grew stronger. Far beyond the desert sands, another power was rising: Saladin, a warrior, a conqueror, a legend in the making. And to him, Jerusalem was everything. Everyone knew how this would end. A sick king against an unstoppable army. There was no hope, or so they believed. Year 1177, Montgisard. Baldwin, barely able to stand, his face hidden behind a mask, rode into battle. Against impossible odds, he attacked, fierce, relentless, unbreakable. And then the unthinkable happened. Saladin's army fell apart. A dying king defeated a legend. But victory came with a price. Baldwin was fading, his sight slipping away, his body giving up. The king who once led from the front now had to be carried, yet still he refused to surrender. Because this was never about him. It was about Jerusalem, his kingdom, his people, his legacy. By the age of 24, his fight came to an end, not defeated, but consumed by the disease he never chose. Baldwin IV did not win because he was strong. He won because he refused to give up. A king who could not feel pain, yet carried the weight of a kingdom. And in the end, he proved something the world would never forget. Sometimes the greatest warriors are the ones already dying.